Hello Fulton Virtual Team. In this short video, I just want to go over the process that each one of us will be using as we visit students for our student engagement meetings during progress report time or any other time that we meet with our students in the labs. We will use this form to document our visit, and I'm going to go through now how we should fill it out. Now, if you have more than a few students, it would probably be a good idea to bring extra pens and pencils and both of your laptops if possible. You'll find that they'll get used as we have students log in. So fill in your name. If there's more than one student waiting, you can hand out these forms. I've sent 100 copies, or Tamika's helped me send 100 copies of this form to each lead, to John and Stephen and Nathan, and then I'll have some too for your team to have on site to start with. And as you need more, just let me know. I want to take out as much as I can and just have you focused on the process. So fill in your name, put the date. The student, if they're filling out the sheet, can put their name, their school name, which will be very important later, and their counselor's name. Now, each item that we're looking at, we're trying to do two things here with our visit, is to first train the student to go to the progress report tab in the organizer so that they can get a little more information than they would from the Edgenuity dashboard, to know where they're working, how they're working in the course, and what they need to do to get on track or stay on track. We're assigning about an hour average to each data piece, which in this on this form, in this example, we're using quizzes, tests, exams, and projects for our data points. Carla, thank you to Carla and everybody else that I asked to look over this form for their input and feedback. What we'll do is we'll have the student log in, and in this example, I've already logged in. This student is taking two classes, Econ and Health. You can go over the dashboard, their start date, end date if you want, but have them click on Organizer, then click on Reports, and then of course Progress Report. And you'll see actual grade. You could even go over relative grade if it's near the end of the semester, which is of course the grade they would have if they didn't do any more work, and how much and what their target is. Emphasize what their target is. Based on Edgenuity calculations. Then here you'll see in this row right here is we have the total in the system of the number of quizzes, tests, and projects, and the final exam, or the cumulative exam. You're going to want to take each number, quiz, test, project, and exam, the total, and subtract what they've already completed, or in this the way it's stated here, what they've taken. Okay, do that for Econ. There'll be a line item for Econ, and then in this example also for Health. Take the total, subtract what's been taken by the student or completed, and then you'll have a total for each column. So if we look in this example, I've gone ahead and filled in the number of quizzes for Econ, number of quizzes for General Health in each column. Also, you can write in the actual grade so that the student can see later where they progressed and how they've improved their actual grade based on completing more work. Then just bring these totals down to the shaded area, and if you have more classes, fill those in, and if you have just one or two, then you'll just use these columns. It doesn't really matter, just so you separate them by class. Then in this example, the grand total of the shaded area, which are the number of items left to complete, is 112. I'll have a cheat sheet for you also that tells you the number of school days that Edgenuity recognizes. We're using just school days, so we're using, I took out the number of the holidays for Thanksgiving, teacher work days, and weekends out of the equation. Now, those are days that they could work, but these are the minimum amount of days that we expect them to work and get their coursework done, just like any other face-to-face class that they would be taking.
Then we divide that to get our number of hours per day. That's what we're kind of zeroing in on, is how much time do you actually need to spend on average. Nothing's exact, but on average. So it comes out to, I know our math people have already figured it out, but it comes out to 1.89. So in this example, I rounded it up to 2 hours. Now, if I can ask a favor, if any of you have the pleasure of working with any of my personal fitness students, also remind them that they have 45-minute workouts, 5 each week for 12 weeks for a total of 60 that they need to include too, depending on how many they've included. So that'll be definitely part of their working time. Then have the student write down, commit to what they're going to do and what they're going to do differently. You know, to this point they haven't achieved that 2 hours in some cases, or that amount that they need, and what they're going to do to raise their grade, because we want the actual grade is what we're looking for, the amount of time to increase. So then you would also at the end have them sign the sheet. At the bottom there'll be a signature line. Then you're going to take a picture of the completed signed sheet on your phone, on your work phone, and then email it to their counselor. I'll also have a sheet with the counselor's email addresses to make that an easier process. Email it to the student, to the parent, and then also put in my email address. And then you just send it. I will later go back with those emails you send me and put them into our OneNote Dropbox, our OneNote folder for each school, so that we can document our visits by person. So I hope this has helped. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your lead or to me, of course. And we want this process to be impactful, beneficial, and a positive one for you and the students. Thanks a lot for taking the time, and have a great day.